NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We are at United Center in the Windy City. Tonight, the Chicago Bulls taking on the Utah Jazz. The Jazz begin this game with the basketball. Trying to cash in. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end. Bulls with the rock.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Porter. Probing the defense. To Porter. Going to launch beyond the arc. And out of Porter, so smooth. Catch and shoot, buries the three.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Nowitzki to Kelly Oubre. Conley. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Steps through and scores.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
To Nowitzki. Perfect feed to set up the basket. Bulls with it. Levine to Porter. Chicago with 4 to shoot. Count the basket at the rim.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Conley. Has a chance. Conley with a shot. Comes up empty. Tough make through traffic.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Conley to Nowitzki. Oh, he got a piece of it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Levine. Lets it fly from long range. His first effort off the mark. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Cruises inside for 2.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Utah with the possession.
Blocked away. That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Nowitzki. Won't go down. Otto Porter, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Mitchell with the basketball. His team down 9. To Conley. Nowitzki to Conley. A bad pass, and the Bulls have it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Now whistle and a timeout for Utah as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 0, Trevor Ariza.
To Conley. Has a look. The shot by Conley, no good. To Mo Bamba. Rudy Gobert sends it away. That's out. Last touch by Rudy Gobert. Levine lobs it up, throws it down off the alley-oop pass. They have set the tone in this one.
Love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Gobert to Nowitzki. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. And count the basket.
Clearly here because that was not an easy look.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Gobert. Bulls come away with it.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
Markkanen slams it down.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
To Nowitzki. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect from inside. Markkanen. Layup goes down. Well done.
I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
To Conley. Won't go. To Mo Bamba. Off the assist.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Jazz will take a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter.
We couldn't have done it without your support. If you would like to participate in an upcoming event, you can register at our team website for more details.
Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions.
For Utah, number 3,
to Conley. Scores from the post.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
They get it down to Gobert. Turns and slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
Utah ball. Runner's good there.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Fires the three, and he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Knocks down the second free throw.
Subbing in for the Chicago.
Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. It's Jazz ball. Nowitzki to Kelly Oubre.
Good trap. Screen coming.
Had a good look there, but it's no good. Cashes in for 2.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Nice finish at the rim.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Levine. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Laurie Markkinen tips it. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Screen coming. Oubre to Nowitzki. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Here we go.
Levine. To Markkinen for 3. This young man with a great stroke, even when it's well defended.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Here comes the screen. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Nope, first one does not go. No good. Missed them both.
Oh, yeah. Me and you. Get down. Half court. Here come.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
We get a whistle and a timeout as they'll get a minute to regroup and talk things over.
Until the end of today's game to claim your prize at the customer service desk located near section 104.
Bulls have it. To Markkanen. It goes down.
The 7th pick overall, Lauri Markkanen had an exquisite rookie season. Ending the year, all-rookie first team. Even executive VP John Paxson of the Bulls organization referred to him as the cornerstone of the franchise.
And gets to the basket. Jay, he knew exactly where he was going with it.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Nice pass to set things up.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Bulls have it.
Match up, y'all. Watch cutter.
To Markkanen. Rocking the rim. They cannot be stopped right now.
Sometimes your opponent is not even in the game from the start. That's the way you run the floor, and you put the pressure on them right away in the first quarter.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Screen coming. Joe Ingles. Knocks it down off the step back.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Chicago with the possession. Kicks it outside to Markkanen. 5 to shoot for the Bulls. 24-second violation. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
And so we're through one here at United Center with the Bulls on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Hey, this is our game. Let's take it home now. Let's go.
To Markkanen. No, he missed a short one there. Conley. To Kelly Oubre. Rudy Gobert. He's 2 for 2 now.
Old school equals high percentage.
Levine to Porter. To Chris Dunn. Levine. Smothering D. Conley into the front court. His guys down big. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Chicago basketball. Levine to Chris Dunn. Takes stock of the floor. Probing the defense. Dunn. Chicago with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. And the rebound taken in by the Jazz. Oubre up against Porter. To Nowitzki. Oh, big finish at the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
And a nice finish at the rim.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Chicago possession to Markkanen. Sizing up the defense. Levine. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Nowitzki. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Conley into the front court. Down a bundle. Kelly Oubre with the finish at the rim.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand.
Match up, match up, match up.
Lays it up and in.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Utah's got it. Conley. Zach LaVine snatching it out of the air.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
It's good and one.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Mitchell with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Shot won't go. To Chris Dunn. And scores. Strong take.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Conley. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Mitchell. Rebound taken in by Chicago. Dunn to Markkanen. Zach LaVine. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. Now whistle and a timeout for Utah as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter.
Present your tickets now at any participating Bondsville Burgers restaurant for a 10% discount on your meal. Bondsville Burgers, where the grill is.
Conley. Not getting the bounce.
I'm here.
He gets it.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Mitchell with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Short jumper misses. To Chris Dunn. Goes reverse to lay it in.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound.
Conley to Gobert. Doesn't get the bounce. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Hey, look, pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while, too, I guess.
To Markkanen. Able to convert inside.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Watch that cut. Locked up. Hey, back door. Watch that back door.
He's looking for that touch.
Let's go. Let's get out of here. Come on.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
It's Chicago ball. Levine. Surveys the floor. Count it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Gobert. And a putback slam. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Done.
I got double. Help!
Time to shoot for the Bulls. To Markkanen. The shot clock expires. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Porter. For three. Off the mark. No good. And he knocks it down at the line.
Way to hit.
Couple of cracks at the line now.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Mike Conley, couple of free throws on the way. A career 81% free throw shooter. First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Bulls with the basketball. To Markkanen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tough shot for Markkanen. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack it to the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando. And
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Yeah.
To Porter.
Yeah, keep him hitting.
Easy path to the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Gobert. They get it down to Mitchell and finishes strong.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Mitchell. Not that time. To Zach LaVine. Stuffs it down with authority.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
And scores.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Conley to Nowitzki. Nothing going here on that drive. To Gobert. To LaVine. Markkanen. To Mo Bamba. Zach LaVine. No good. That's great defense.
Defense.
To Kelly Oubre.
Defense, let's go.
Gobert. Dirk Nowitzki. He's now 4 for 6.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
And he'll head to the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Mike Conley at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first.
Good shot.
No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. To Markkanen. Markkanen slams it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Sent it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Got it.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. His guys down big. The drive, right to the basket. Return label included.
Offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Porter. No good. Jazz have the ball. Conley to Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki. He's now shooting 5 for 7. To Markkanen. Levine.
Let's cut him. Let's cut him. Let's cut him.
To Markkanen. From long range. That one off the mark. It's no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Don't do this.
Has a look. Knocks it down off the step back.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Conley into the front court. Down a bundle. Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Utah with the possession.
Here it comes. Reload.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
To Conley. Short jumper off the mark. And counted at the rim.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas, or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
To Conley. There's a pass stolen by Chicago.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
Hey, locked up, locked up.
Right down Broadway, 4-2.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Let's play deep, play deep, play deep. Watch cut, watch cut, watch cut.
Nowitzki to Kelly Oubre. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Kelly Oubre has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 78% at the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Misses the second as well. Great pass to set it up. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Stuffs it down with authority.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Won't go. To Zach LaVine. Here's a chance from long range. Zach LaVine, good on the quick release that time.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Almost, but no good.
Pick up. I got him. Trap. Got him.
Oh, he blocked it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Utah ball.
My ball.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both.
Number 2.
I got him. My ball.
Go.
To Chris Dunn. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
The assist from number 23.
My ball.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Finger roll. Finishing with finesse.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
I got this down. Let's go.
the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Take mine. Shot up, rebound.
Off the mark. Surprised he took that one. It's Jazz ball. To Nowitzki. Short jumper, won't fall. Fires the three. Tough shot there for Chris Dunn. No good. Mitchell with it up top. His guys down big. To Nowitzki. The pass set it all up.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Chris Dunn. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Misfires. It's no good. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Count the basket inside.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
To Joe Ingles. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Utah's got it. Joe Ingles. Short jumper misses. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Shot from the lane won't go. Has a look. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Ah, the element of surprise on multiple fronts there. Well played.
Jazz will take a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Lets it fly from long range. Off the iron. No good. Jazz have the ball. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Not a good shot there as he misses it. Straight on three. At the buzzer. That's the end of the quarter. Nice cushion for the Bulls. It's Utah basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And this has not been one of their better performances.
All right, let's bring the fire.
Substitutions.
Hey, mismatch.
You're on the island now.
To Levine. Fires the three. Zach Levine forcing that one there. Well defended. Conley into the front court. Down a bundle.
Hey, clear the lane. I got this.
Trying to cash in. Conley shot off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. He'll run the offense. can't connect from in close. Bulls with the rock. Porter has a chance, and he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
A drive baseline, but the shot won't go. Conley into the front court. Looking to make something. Happen.
Watch that cut. I got the cut. I did. Watch the cutter. Watch the cutter.
Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Mo Bamba. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
And he throws it down. Rudy Gobert with the slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Mo Bamba. And count the basket inside.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Conley. Trevor Ariza, defended by the former Hoya. To Conley. Beyond the arc for 3. And Mike Conley, no one in his zip code, takes advantage for 3.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toes, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Oh, he got there.
That's great hustle getting back on D.
Rudy Gobert sends it away. It's been a brick wall. 10 blocks on the night.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Conley. For 3, and Mike Conley at his size gets it away quickly and knocks it down from beyond the arc.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
And the finish at the rim.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Utah with the possession. And they call it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Conley to Gobert.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Rudy Gobert. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Here comes the screen. To Mo Bamba. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Knocked loose. Mo Bamba to Zach LaVine. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
A two-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach LaVine play. But you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
And he finishes at the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Bulls with it.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
Count the bucket for 2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Hey, check up. Let's go. Double.
To Conley.
To number 10.
Play some D. Here we go. I got ball.
And the rebound comes to Conley. Gets to the basket and scores.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Rudy Gobert. Huge block. Make that 11. Oh, emphatic slam.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, head jab him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Double. Got him. Good track.
The Bulls take this one as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sport.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.